Hi guys, in this video we'll be looking at the disease of the sclera. This is very small topic. So there are three main diseases which you need to know. The first one is episcleritis, then scleritis, and then finally you need to know about staphyloma. So talking about episcleritis, it's the inflammation of the subconjunctival and episcleral vessels. So above the sclera there are many episcleral vessels present. So inflammation of this is going to cause episcleritis, and the most common sign which you're going to see is a red eye. So the etiology of episcleritis are, it can either be an allergic reaction or it can be related with some kind of collagen disease. So examples of collagen disease are your rheumatoid arthritis. We'll see more collagen disease in the next condition, which is scleritis, and it can occur uh, in prior episodes of herpes zoster and gout. So herpes zoster and gout may also cause episcleritis. The incidence is more common in women. Both sides are equally involved, and then peak age group is the fourth decade. So above 40-year-old women are mostly affected. The different types of episcleritis will be a simple diffuse episcleritis and nodular episcleritis. So simple diffuse is you just have general red color congestion present all over these episclera. In nodular episcleritis, you will see whitish nodules present in the sclera. So signs are the conjunctiva freely moves over the nodules. This denotes that the nodules are present deeper to the conjunctiva, which is the sclera. So the treatment, you have local options and general options. So your local options are, you can use corticosteroid eye drops, or you can give a warm compress which gives symptomatic relief. And general measures, you can give NSAIDs and analgesics to treat this symptoms of episcleritis. Moving on to scleritis. So the etiology is connective tissue disorders like rheumatoid arthritis, polyarthritis nodosa, systemic lupus erythematosus, and then non-specific arteritis, Wegener granulomatosis, dermatomyositis, polychondritis. So these are all the various connective tissue disorders which cause scleritis. So again, women are commonly affected in the fourth to fifth decade. So there are three types of scleritis. Again, diffuse general congestion, nodular where you have whitish nodules present over the sclera away from the limbus, and then necrotizing, you have areas of avascular necrotization taking place. So the various investigations you can do are your CBC, DLC, ESR, your rheumatoid factor, anti-nuclear factor, uric acid estimation for gout, and then test for syphilis. All of this can be used to diagnose the cause for scleritis. And then the complications of scleritis are, it can spread to the uvea. So iritis, cyclitis, anterior choroiditis can occur. Then you can have annular scleritis where there's a ring involvement of the scleritis. So there's some ring formation around the sclera. And then in cornea, you can have four kinds of conditions. So basically, different layers of the cornea getting affected. So stromal keratitis, sclerosing stromal keratitis, deep keratitis, and limbal guttering and keratolysis. Then you can get a secondary glaucoma or ciliary staphyloma, scleromalacia, then massive granuloma of sclera. All are complications of scleritis. So the treatment are medical and surgical management. So medical, again, corticosteroids. Then you can give systemic corticosteroids, NSAIDs, analgesics, and cytotoxic immunosuppressive drugs. Surgically, you can either do a scleral graft or a corneal graft based on the extent of damage and the areas which are damaged. The last topic for today will be staphyloma. So staphyloma is formed due to thinning of the sclera. Often it's associated with increased intraocular pressure. So there are five types of staphyloma which is given in this picture over here. So you can have an anterior staphyloma, or posterior staphyloma, intercalary staphyloma, ciliary staphyloma, and equatorial staphyloma. So these are based on the position. It's classified into five types. The treatment for this condition, you don't have any specific treatment, but in case of extreme uh, facial disfigurement, or you can do nucleation of the eye. And then in case of posterior staphyloma, you can do some kind of surgery to strengthen the sclera over there. And then evisceration in case of bleeding anterior staphyloma. So that is all about the disease of the sclera. A very short topic. So I hope you found this useful. Thank you.